Welcome back to another episode of the Don't Overthink It podcast. My name is Brett James, and I'm joined by my co-host, ChillTakes, here today with me. Episode 6 of the Don't Overthink It podcast. How you doing today, man?
Doing pretty good, man. It's been a week, but we're back in it, man. But we here, man. Ready to pod.
No, we're ready, man. We've been trying to get this out for y'all. We're human. Things come up.
Most definitely.
Definitely we're just busy these last week and a half, so we finally getting this out for y'all, so y'all will be hearing this on Saturday morning. So thank y'all for staying patient with us. We got some exciting stuff coming to the podcast in these next couple of weeks too. Possibly some live streams and some other things that we'll be implementing within the podcast. Possibly some different graphics as well, so I think you guys are going to be super interested in that as well. But today's going to be a full slate of just NBA talk today, man. Nothing really going on in the NFL right now, just because free agency hasn't quite started yet too. So we're really just going to be diving deep into today with the NBA. We're going to be talking about 5 different topics. We're going to be giving our mid-season award list so far because we just came off the All-Star break. We'll be talking about who we think is the best player in the NBA, who's the best team in the NBA, New York City and the possibility of mayor of New York City lifting the vaccine mandate, so that would have a big potential with the Brooklyn Nets and Kyrie Irving. And then also we'll be recapping the All-Star weekend from the three-point contest, the dunk contest, as well as the actual game itself. But, man, I honestly am super excited just to really get into this first one, talking about the mid-season award list and specifically the MVP. I've had some strong takes on the MVP on my YouTube channel, and, we've briefly talked about that here on the podcast as well. But I want to hear, as of right now, who is your mid-season MVP and why?
Mid-season MVP. Well, when I think about the MVP, I'm looking at it from how well he's doing for the team and also his numbers, of course, right? So obviously, we will say like the 4 best teams in the NBA right now are the Suns, Warriors, the Bulls, and
maybe the Heat.
Question mark, 76ers, and then Memphis, right? I'll say 5 teams. Those are the best 5 teams, right? But if you're looking at those 5 teams, I mean, there's only 2 players really playing unbelievable basketball right now on a consistent basis, and that's Joel and DeMar. So as of right now, I think it's those 2 at the top. But I mean, you have Jokic out there; he's doing really good for the Nuggets right now. I mean, they're the 6th seed. They finished out the season before the All-Star break on a good note. They beat my Warriors. I think they just beat the Kings last night. Got another good game. Then you have guys like Giannis. The Bucks are still going through that little championship. What would you call that? Like a little flurry or something like that, where like the championship team is kind of like just coasting through the season.
Coasting through the season.
So basically, he's coasting through the season, of course. And then you have Joel and DeMar, and I don't think Steph is up there anymore, only because he had that dry spell. And
there's 5 guys that have Steph right now.
So he had that dry spell these last 2 months. Now I think he'll have a better second half to the season, but I don't think he's gonna get it. So I mean, right now, bro, like, if you ask me right now, I think it's Joel Embiid. But with James Harden coming in, I think they're gonna cancel each other out, unfortunately. So I think it's I can't say who's gonna be. So right now, my MVP right now mid-season is Joel Embiid. Right now, in mid-season.
So Embiid over DeMar?
Yes, mid-season, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, that's your mid-season. Okay. I want to call out a couple of things that he said that were absolutely wrong because, nothing new, right, my guy? So this man really said there's 2 guys really playing back, like these 2 guys are the clear front runners, and he was wrong about both of them.
Who's the clear front runner?
I've been preaching this.
You better not say it.
The Joker. No, the Joker is the MVP. It's not even close.
No, it's not, bro.
It is not even close.
We had this conversation last time.
Jokic is the clear, definitive front-runner candidate for MVP.
It's not clear at all.
Right? Yes, it is, dog.
No, it's not. Let me get you take off.
I've been saying Jokic since the new calendar year. I'm sticking by Jokic. And it's that's nothing against DeMar. It's nothing against Joel. Giannis has played phenomenal this season too. I've stuck with Jokic. I'm staying with Jokic. Jokic is still their clear, definitive front-runner candidate for MVP, despite DeMar DeRozan now being the 7th person in NBA history with 8 straight 35-point games Now joining Wilt Chamberlain, Elgin Baylor, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and James Harden. What a class of players to be in. But DeMar DeRozan, no. Joel, regardless if he cancels each other out with James Harden, we haven't figured that out yet. They debuted tonight versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Mm-hmm. Jokic is the MVP. That's just where I'm at.
I just don't see why you say it's Jokic, bro. I mean, like, I get that he's playing good basketball right now, but like, you have to be winning as well. I mean, he doesn't have a better team. He's not I think he's doing a very good job for the Nuggets, don't get me wrong. He's playing unbelievable. And I think a lot of people are saying that he could be the clear-cut favorite only because he won the MVP last year, so it's easy for him to go repeat. But like Joel, like his last 12 or 15 games before All-Star break, he was going insane, man. I mean, he was going insane. Like, well, let me see his numbers real quick, bro. Like these last,
I think I have Joel.
I say since February 2nd, right?
Go for it.
This whole month of February, essentially, 27-14, 27-13, 40-10, 34-12, 25-19, 40-14, and 10 assists. 19, 9 and 6, 42, 14 and 5, and 36, 10 and 4.
Mid.
That is not those. And keep in mind, I wish I could see it. Like let's see their record since the second, right? So that's what one. Oh my bad. That 36 and 10, that was an All-Star break. So let me not count that. My bad. So since 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically their last 8 games. Let me see. Hold on. What's their record?
The 76ers?
Yeah, I'm talking like the last 10 games, like how many games they won compared to the Nuggets.
You just look at the standings.
Yeah. So they're 6-4 in their last 10 games, right?
That's fine.
And then the Nuggets are 6-4.
6-4 in their last 10 games, yeah.
Yeah. So 6-4.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're the 6th seed, bro. I mean, Joel has them boys in the 3rd seed.
Okay. No Michael Porter, no Jamal Murray. Come on, dog. He's carrying Campazzo on his back, that little Argentinian little boy. Come on.
I mean, I get it, bro. He's playing really good. He's also been really good defensively this year. I think he's like the number one center defensively.
He has he has a higher defensive win share than Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
But the thing is with Embiid, he would finish the regular season right now, if it ended today, the highest single season player efficiency rating ever recorded in NBA history.
Jokic?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Like, he's doing all of this. And that's my dog whining in the background. I can hear her.
Yeah.
But, okay, so we've got our MVPs. We won't even get too deep into that because we still got some other awards to cover.
I got to say one thing, though, about the MVP.
What's up?
And I think, like I said, I think the reason why like people are so pushing this Jokic MVP like part 2 again because he won it last year.
My God!
But we really saw this from Steph last year, and he didn't. Now, of course, Jokic is more likely going to make the playoffs this season, but Steph had a worse team last year and went on a kill streak the last 2 months of the season.
Playing though,
but still, I mean, like, does the MVP count as towards winning anymore?
Yes.
So if he stays at the 6th seed and let's say Joel, for some reason Joel and the 76ers get to the 2nd seed, the 1st seed.
Okay.
Do you still get they both playing the same?
Okay.
Do you still get the MVP, the Jokic?
Yes.
No, bro.
Yes.
No, because then CD comes into play.
No Michael Porter, no Jamal Murray as of yet.
Well, Jamal Murray and Michael Porter are coming. So
Porter Jr. had back surgery back in December.
They said it was a report that came out that said they're on their way coming.
As we speak, they haven't stepped back on that court yet.
No, I'm just saying, like, as the season continues, you add in Jamal Murray, Michael MPJ, who I don't think is really that much of a difference maker in my opinion.
But
Jamal Murray for sure. Yes. Jamal Murray for sure. So you add in Jamal Murray, right? And Jokic still plays the same.
Hey, shout out to Jamal Murray's girlfriend real quick, but go on.
Yeah, that was a wild time. But if Jokic keeps up this play, along with Jamal Murray coming in, you put him in an offense, but also you have someone like Joel getting James Harden, and his play keeps up, and they get the 1 seed, and they stay where they're at. Because I honestly,
the Nuggets are the 6th seed.
I don't think the Nuggets, they could pass the Mavericks, they could go up to 5, but
my thing is with that argument is they're not in the play-in regardless. If they fall into a play-in, you got a fair argument.
Bro,
They're not in the play-in.
This is going to be the first time since, Russell Westbrook that...
A number 6 seed, yes.
Yes.
But Westbrook didn't deserve whatever.
Whoa. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
That is a completely different topic we get into, but I'm not finna get into that. I could go on and on about Russell Westbrook.
He did deserve the MVP. We're not going to sit up here and lie. But we can continue with the awards, though. He was going crazy. Now, that might be like one of them, what do you call it? Like
anomalies?
Yeah, anomalies.
An anomaly.
Once in a lifetime things.
He did it 4 out of the last 5 seasons.
But that wasn't pretty insane what he did that season. But carry on.
Whatever.
Carry on.
All right. Let's go on to the Most Improved Player Award. Do you want me to go first, or I want to hear your thoughts on it?
Most Improved. I got to see who's even a candidate. Okay.
Most Improved for me is pretty easy off rip.
A preseason, I had Jordan Poole being a little biased, and I think he's still gonna be in the conversation.
He's gonna be in the conversation,
but man, I think Darius Garland's done cooked up a lot, man.
He's top 2 for me, but he still wasn't my pick.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say Job more than likely.
No.
Okay, well I'll get my. Go ahead then. Go ahead.
Miles Bridges.
He's falling off though, bro.
But Bridges, I don't expect, because you know that the Hornets are the number 1 scoring team in the NBA. Also,
yeah, but don't say that like the worst defense.
They have like the worst defense.
Yeah, that's why they're like 10 seed right now.
But like Bridges, like just. I don't think anybody saw that this year, because he was just coming out of college like just like a high flyer like type guy, like athletic, maybe 3-and-D type guy, but like having LaMelo, having a guy that can run the floor, space the floor like that, get guys open up in transition. Like Bridges has really taken a step up this year. Garland could easily win it too. I wouldn't, knock against Garland, but if it's not one of those 2 guys, I'd be kind of sus. But for me, it's Bridges.
Yeah,
just because I think what he's doing on a worse team, even though Garland led them to what are they sitting in a 4 seed right now, Cleveland? I mean, they're playing phenomenal, and this is all without Colin Sexton too. But for me, it's Bridges. But you got Darius Garland?
Yeah, I mean, because I get your point on that. So I'm not mad at the Bridges thing, but he has fallen off these last few months. Probably last month or something like that, and also they haven't been winning. But Most Improved is legitimately supposed to be like they improved drastically from last year to this year. That's why guys like John Morant's not going to get it, in my opinion.
No.
He was a star last season.
Led the team to playoffs.
Yeah. It's not like it's for instance, it's like it kind of reminds me of like when Spicy P won it. Like he went from being like an 8-point scorer to this dude's legit. He's an all-star. You know what I'm saying? So,
I feel like he's falling off too, man.
Yeah, he has, man. Because of the emergence of Scotty Barnes and whatnot. Yeah. Actually, no. He's been hooping.
I'm just saying, like, but he didn't. He was supposed to continuously keep ascending, and it just finally he hit a plateau, and it just kind of like never just went.
Plus, no one talks about the Raptors like that no more.
Yeah, except for Fred
VanVleet. Yeah, because he's the point guard. But anyways, but I mean, I think when you talk about Most Improved, I would think it would be Jordan Poole, Darius Garland, Desmond Bane too.
He's in the conversation, but I don't think he wins it, though.
Yeah. Tyler Hero at one point, but I think he's more of a 6-man.
He's my 6-man pick.
Yeah, so the reason why I said Darius Garland is because I'm taking into consideration also what he's done for his team as well and how they're winning. Because I think last year, who won Most Improved? Who won the Most Improved last year?
I can't off the top of my head, because I was about to say Jordan Clarkson, but he won 6-man.
Most Improved
2020. Or I guess 2021.
Was it Bam or Brandon Ingram?
It was Brandon Ingram. Yeah, it was Brandon.
Yeah, and he took a big step from the year previously to then. Now they didn't make it to the playoffs, but still, like, I'm looking at Darius Garland last year. I don't know how his numbers pulled up in front of me. I'm like typing it, but like I'm pretty sure he wasn't averaging any close to where he's averaging now. He's averaging like damn near like 19 and like 8 or whatever.
He's been taking it to some good teams this year too.
Yeah, and the Cavs are rolling. They're playing some good basketball right now. He's shooting at a high clip from the 3 and also from the field. So now he's a little banged up right now, but hopefully he can get back healthy. So right now I have Darius Garland being my Most Improved, and also at the Cavs. I mean, you can take into consideration of the Cavs franchise, right? This is the most relevant they've been without LeBron since the 90s.
Literally, because this is the first time they're going to make the playoffs without LeBron.
Yeah.
When he came into the league, 03?
Yeah, and I think the last time they went to the playoffs without LeBron was like 98. Maybe something like that, late 90s, mid 90s, something like that. So this is like a huge moment in franchise history for them. So I think with that going into play, I think they give it to Darius Garland. But I wouldn't be mad at Bridges or Bane or Poole, because Bane had a hot streak too. He kind of fell off a little bit, but I would go Darius Garland for me.
So let's talk Defensive Player of the Year then, because I know that one is definitely
this is a crazy.
That's a good one too.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna get mine first. I think it's still Draymond Green.
Okay.
The Warriors, I saw a stat last night. When Draymond Green was playing, they were 28-7, something like that. With him not playing, they're 14-11. They went from being the number one defense to like a little outside the top 10. Offensively, they're in a funk. All right. Curry is magnificent, but last night he had to go for, well, they played the Blazers last night, but he had to have 18 and 14. Like, he's out of his game. Like, he's not a natural point guard. He can do it, but it's not the Warriors' fit. Like, their fit is Draymond, you know what I'm saying, being a facilitator and being that defensive anchor. Mm-hmm. And like I said, defensively, like they're all of sorts, man. Like it was like games against. Also, they're terrible. Like, they're probably one of the worst rebounding teams in the league. Like defensively, offensively too. They're one of the worst because they ain't got no true bigs right now. So with Draymond on the floor, he was definitely their defensive anchor. So yeah, I think it's still Draymond Green. I've heard Jaren Jackson. And also Rudy Gobert, of course. And I think Rudy Gobert would actually win it if
So you think he's going to go 4-time?
He could win it, but I think that these next 23 or so games he has to play amazing. Not really amazing, but he has to stay healthy because he wasn't healthy either. They weren't winning. And they weren't winning when he was healthy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
When they started getting better towards
because when Gobert was out, bro, we are literally like the 28th ranked team in terms of defensive efficiency.
Okay.
In the NBA, we were putrid, and also I know this isn't defensively, but and Gobert's my pick, by the way. For defensive player of the year. I think he's gonna go 4-time. I'm biased. I'm a Jazz fan. He's biased. He's a Warriors fan. But
I'm looking at this
you can
report
make
right now.
A legit argument for both people.
And I'm looking at this report right now by CBS. They have all the voters have voted for Draymond second one. He did Rudy Gobert. So it's definitely those two. It's not really a clear cut favorite this season.
There's not either, you know. But I'm gonna go a little biased. I'm gonna say Rudy Gobert goes 4-time. Just because I see, I think. Not taking anything away from Draymond, I just think this goes for any defensive player in the NBA. Rudy Gobert's presence on the floor, just defensively, is greater than any other NBA players. You could talk about Kawhi's wing defense. You could talk about Draymond on the perimeter, Bam Adebayo being able to switch 1 through 5. I get it. But if you're just talking just pure defensive presence, Gobert makes the biggest impact defensively in the NBA. Anybody who watches basketball will tell you that. So, and the stats back it up too. Stats back it up for both Draymond and Rudy. I think it really depends on how these teams finish out these last 6-7 weeks of the season and what teams continue to ascend. I think if Gobert keeps playing at the level in which he does, he's going to end up winning it. I think he's also number 1 in the NBA, I think, in rebounds per game. I could be also wrong about that. I think he's number 1, though. So we'll see, but that's just my pick for it.
I'm looking at the odds right now to see the clear like the odds
favorites.
Maker, of course, I think Rudy Gobert might be number 1 right now.
The thing is, bro, they honestly might just get tired of giving Gobert the award. They simply could, but he has an argument for every single year.
Same thing with
because he's that good.
Same thing with Draymond. I mean, like right now, this is odds as of the 17th, and this is before All-Star break essentially, right? And the league just kicked back up Thursday. So you have Gobert at 1 at plus 170, Draymond Green at plus 210, Giannis at plus 440, Jaren Jackson at plus 700, Joel Embiid, Mikal Bridges. And Mikal Bridges is a sleeper. He's been hooping too.
Yeah, but he's not winning deep way. Let's keep this.
And then Evan Mobley. Wow, that's pretty nice for the rookie. Yeah. But it's gonna come down to Gobert and Draymond. I mean, is Gobert finally healthy now? Or is he still out the line?
No, he's healthy. He's been back like the last 2 or 3 games. And then All-Star break.
So Draymond's gonna be back in the next 3 to 4 weeks, and I don't think he's gonna have enough time to really.
That's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be a crazy stretch for them.
We'll see. But I mean, those are both fair statements too. But
I'm not feeling now. My bad. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm not really feeling the Jaren Jackson hype. I haven't really watched a lot of Memphis. I could be just not being enough into a basketball enthusiast.
He's one of the leaders in blocks per game, also. So
blocks don't mean nothing for real. I mean, Hassan Whiteside.
We see Miles Turner be but.
Hassan Whiteside led the league in blocks at one point. I mean, he's gonna get a first. He's gonna get maybe a second team, first team. Giannis is up there, of course.
Giannis will always be up there. He should always be first team all defense.
But I'm not mad at these 3.
No, I'm not either.
Gobert, Green, and Antetokounmpo. I mean, if Draymond was healthy, I think it would have been a clear cut.
That's the thing too. I mean, Gobert's been making up, but Draymond's been out more.
For sure.
But rookie of the year. I mean, I feel like that should be pretty clear cut.
You think so?
Yeah.
Who you gonna say? I got mine. Who you gonna go with yours?
I mean, I'd like to say Franz Wagner in my Magic, but I'm gonna say Evan Mobley.
I got Cade.
Dog, really?
Yeah, I got Cade, man. Cade's been hooping. Like,
I get it. He's on the number one, lottery team, but dog, like
he's been hooping, bro.
We talking about a 4 seed, and the second best player on that team.
Yeah, but I'm going Cade, man. I mean, let's see the odds real quick because I think I saw it the other day. But
Cade over Mobley?
Yeah, bro.
Oh my. Okay.
It was the rookie ladder.
If anything, Cade to me is third. I know Cade's number one, or I think he's tied with Franz Wagner for points per game for all rookies. I could be mistaken. I'm pretty sure he's tied for number one.
All right, now this is one's most.
But Franz is a top 3 candidate, but Franz isn't going to get it because he plays for Orlando, and nobody likes Orlando except for Magic fans like me.
Yeah, they got Scotty Barnes over Wagner.
That's BS. No.
Yeah, now they have, this is updated as of Tuesday. They have Evan Mobley 1. Giddey's been rising up.
By the way, Franz Wagner leads all rookies in points per game.
Really?
Yes, at 15.6. So he's tied with Cade. 15.6.
So they have Mobley, Giddey, and Cunningham, and Scotty Barnes. But the 3 favorites right now are Mobley, Giddey, and Cunningham. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they give it to Mobley at all, but I think they're going to give it to Cade. I mean,
just because the number 1 pick.
Yeah, and like it hasn't been enough separation. Of course, now when you look at Rookie of the Year, it's at times it's kind of hard to put their team into consideration.
Yeah.
I mean, last year LaMelo Ball won it and he went to the playoffs. But if you look at the last few Rookie of the Years, like Ja Morant, they didn't make it to the playoffs the year he won it. Luka, I don't think they made it to the playoffs. They won it. Maybe the Mavericks did. I'm not sure. No, because that was a Trae Young and Luka year. I'm not sure. I forgot.
They didn't make it their first year.
Yeah, so they didn't. Nah. So then you have Ben Simmons. I think he made it. So I think the last rookie to make it to the playoffs might have been Ben Simmons
to win Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ben Simmons wasn't a rookie. He was a sophomore.
Yeah, but they still gave it to him. Yeah,
okay, but I'm a Donovan Mitchell. Yeah. Stand first, so like Donovan got robbed.
Mitchell was a true rookie.
Yes,
and he went to the playoffs.
He wasn't a red shirt rookie.
Yeah. No, so you don't. But outside of being a Donovan Mitchell stan, you don't think that a red shirt, considered red shirt rookie, shouldn't be in consideration?
Because all Donovan aside, you are in the NBA facilities, you're working with the trainers, you're working with the players, you're living some form of the NBA style life, even though you're not getting the reps on the court, maybe whatever, versus a kid who's sleeping in his college dorm, eating in the cafeteria, going to class, playing half the games in a season, competing in March Madness. No. Absolutely not.
But I don't think Ben ever touched the court.
He didn't. And I get that. That's why he was in consideration. But you're still living the NBA lifestyle. You're still training. You're still practicing. You're still.
So you're saying because of his resources, he shouldn't.
Yes, that is a completely different lifestyle for that season. He's getting to live and he's getting an opportunity to learn. Versus, like I said, the kid who's waking up, going to class, going to the cafeteria, going to film studies with his 15 coaches or 15 players,
yeah.
Like in college. You know what I'm saying? Like that's completely different. You gain so much knowledge just sitting down in that room.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
that's just my thoughts on it, but also I am biased.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's you can make a great argument for that, but I feel like if you don't touch the court at all, at least for one season, I think you should be in consideration for sure.
Well, I'm biased. That's just where I'm at with it. But
so you say your rookie of the year is Evan Mobley, right?
Evan Mobley by far.
We've been disagreeing on everyone so far.
Damn. Okay. Hopefully we don't disagree on six man because I feel like that should be pretty straight up too. I thought you would agree on rookie of the year, but six man for me is Tyler
Hero.
Yeah, coldest white boy in the league.
Who else is a consideration for six man?
I mean JC, but even JC not this year.
Nah, Clarkson being consistent.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, I also don't blame Clarkson because Clarkson's had to do more because everyone's been injured. Yeah, he hasn't. So it's like he hasn't been able to play his true JC role.
He didn't have to come off the bench and really
he was even starting games when he never started for us.
Yeah.
But it's definitely Tyler. They're a number 2 seed, I think, right now. He's played phenomenal this season.
I think the only guy you can really make an argument for outside of Tyler will be Kevin Love. He's second on the list right now. I agree with that.
I still take Tyler after what he's been doing this year. He's had some game winners too.
Yeah. I would say definitely Tyler. I agree with you on that. We'll be on that one.
Coach of the year. This could be a little dicey, but I definitely have one.
I got Monty Williams if he can keep it up, if he hold it down.
Okay, not mine.
So you gonna rob him 2 years in a row?
I'm gonna rob him 2 years in a row. Because I'm
rob him 2 years in a row.
I'm gonna rob him because I'm that type of guy. Also, I might be a little biased with this next guy.
You better not say his name, dog.
Who do you think I'm gonna say?
You gonna say Quinn Snyder?
Hell no. No.
You gonna Eric? No, not Eric Spoelstra.
Billy Donovan.
Oh.
I'm a big Gator. Always been a Gator.
I'm a Gator fan too.
Yeah.
Billy doesn't get a lot of credit.
Nah, because I honestly thought Billy didn't deserve that opportunity in OKC when he got hired from Florida back in, 2014-ish?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I was like, honestly, Billy Donovan shouldn't be coach right now. But he turned around.
He turned around. He did. Really good head coach.
He made Russell Westbrook a triple-double stat lord machine.
MVP. He's the reason why the rest is the way he is.
Quote-unquote MVP. Fraud MVP. Mickey Mouse MVP.
Blew a 3-1 lead, too.
So Billy Donovan's my MVP. I mean, the way he turned this Bulls team around, like
Coach of the year,
literally like that. What did I say?
MVP.
You know what I mean. He's the MVP coach. He's the coach of the year, though. Billy Donovan, number 1 seed. DeMar DeRozan's played phenomenal. Lonzo Ball, Alex Caruso, all having career seasons. Zach LaVine still doing his thing. Vucevic, you got to step it up in the pick and roll game on defense. Come on, my guy.
Of course.
I love you, but
he's a liability.
I know, but I love you, Vucevic. So.
Your guy's 4th on his list. My guy is 2nd. I forgot about the first one.
Is Billy really 4th?
Yeah, but
no way.
But guess who's first? And I would not be mad at him winning it.
Steve Kerr.
No, hell no.
Thank God. Okay.
Hell no.
Thank you. Okay, good.
He's not even on the list.
Who's number 1?
We're talking about it.
Hold up. Mike Budenholzer?
No, he's not on the list either.
Who?
I'm gonna give
Don't
you one
say
more
Doc
chance.
Rivers. Do not.
No, I'm
say
gonna give you one more
Doc
chance. We've been talking about it. We've been talking about the team. Basically, this whole podcast a little bit.
Oh, is it Memphis' coach?
He's 3rd. Taylor Jenkins. He's 3rd.
Is it It's a long last name. I can't say his name off the top of my head. It's
pretty long.
Say his name. I can't.
JB Bickerstaff.
Thank you. I was like, it's.
And I would not be mad if he wins the award.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, I'll actually be pretty happy because Cleveland deserves it.
Oh, absolutely. I just think that Chicago was kind of like in the same slump-ish. I mean, they're not Cleveland bad. They weren't, but like. Both teams just flipped.
But I don't know. This team coming in, but the Bulls coming into the season, they were like a
hyped team,
a very top 4 at least favorite. Who would have thought the Cavs would be 4th seed?
Nobody, bro. Nobody.
They thought we would be trying to draft old boy from Gonzaga or Duke. What's his name?
Jalen Suggs?
Nah, the Duke guy. Palo Branchero and.
Are you talking about this? I think you said like last.
Nah, I'm talking about Palo and the dude. The white boy, the 7-footer.
I can't think right now.
Yeah, I don't think he's that good. But anyways, but yeah, I mean, like I gotta give it to JB Bickerstaff. Then number 2, I gotta go Monty Williams for sure, bro. Like he's definitely top 2 in there. Like look what he's done with the Suns this season. Now, if he can continue to do this with the Suns without Chris Paul being there,
not happening.
They did handle.
I'm a hater, so.
I hope they don't do good. I'm tired of the Suns already. They only had 1 year of this. So I'm tired of them, bro. Yeah. I want them to lose.
They're fraud contenders in my eyes. They always are.
I don't think they're frauds.
They're frauds.
I think they're a good team. It is matchups.
It is. Playoffs is all about matchups. It is. No, I'm not hating on Monty Williams. Monty Williams is phenomenal.
You just don't.
Right. I just saying, with no Chris Paul. And I know they went 8 on the bubble. Like I said, it's Mickey Mouse. I'm not, whatever.
That bubble shit is really fraudulent, isn't it?
It is
back,
really
outside of really for the Lakers, but outside of them, like. Yeah.
Now, for real, did you actually see LeBron in an interview a couple weeks back? He was like, they were asking him, he was like, if there was one team you ever got traded to, like, you would just refuse to play for. He's like, Orlando. And they were like, wait, like, what's wrong with Orlando? Like, he's like, my PTSD for being there for 93 days.
Yeah.
Just no. He's like, if I got hurt, I got traded to the Mets. He's like, I'd be in Malibu. He's like, I'd be in Malibu the next day.
Yeah.
So no, man, that bubble was fraud. That was a bunch of frauds. Jamal Murray was a bubble fraud.
Whoa.
Tyler Hero was a bubble guppy, and then he ended up getting better.
Jamal Murray was doing some crazy things in that bubble.
So was his girlfriend doing some crazy stuff in that bubble.
It translated to the regular games before he had his ACL injury.
Yeah. The only one that wasn't a bubble fraud was Donovan Mitchell. Let's just keep this real because he's consistently been.
I don't know. Donovan didn't really have a good season until the playoffs last year. Now in the playoffs he was going berserk.
He's probably okay. Is Donovan Mitchell not a?
Right.
Could you make an honest conversation? He's not a top 5 playoff performer. Just playoff performer. Just playoffs.
Oh no! I cannot say all time.
No. I said in the NBA right now. Could you make an argument Donovan Mitchell's a top 5?
So when I think playoff performer, I think championship. I think deep runs.
I'm talking just.
Okay, hold on. Names the name of them. We got
obviously LeBron.
No in order. LeBron, Giannis, Steph, KD.
Who else could you definitively say, yo, that guy? I want him taking over the game in the playoffs.
I know there's another name out there.
Because I think Donovan's
Kawhi.
Okay, fine. I'll give you that. I'll give you Kawhi 100%.
When healthy, Kawhi.
Of course. But
Donovan's top 10. For
top
sure.
10, yeah.
Now, he's an amazing playoff performer. I'll give you that. He's amazing.
He's, I think, number 3 all time in playoff points per game scoring.
Oh, I thought you were about to say points overall. I said,
no, but like in terms of...
Yeah, averaging, yeah. Last year he went down.
I think he's behind... Allen, no, I think he's like number 4, number 5. He's behind like Jerry West, Michael, Kobe, Allen Iverson, and KD. That's it.
Oh, okay, yeah, for sure.
And then he's
hell yeah,
right there. And it's not like he's only played in like 5 playoff games. No, he's played in the playoffs every single year.
And he go crazy. But regular season, he's a little inconsistent. We both know this.
Yes, and I know this, but
great player.
Yes,
but now, what was it? What we stand out for?
We were getting this off on the coach of the year, and I was talking about Monty Williams. Point is, though, we'll wrap that up. I'm not hating on Monty Williams. I think he's phenomenal. Because I was like, yo, Monty Williams, the bubble 8-0, they were frauds.
Yes, you said.
They were frauds. I was just making all the Mickey Mouse jokes. But the point is, though, Monty Williams is phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Devin Booker's phenomenal. But I'm just saying, without Chris Paul, this team, they're not going to be as consistent, let's just say. I don't think Devin Booker has it in him to lead the Suns consistently to winning games at the top of the Western Conference without Chris Paul.
They won a series without him, though.
I don't care about that, bro. Like, I'm talking just regular season. Devin Booker's not... Nobody's Chris Paul. Nobody in this league is Chris Paul.
Okay, so you say... My bad. I want to go down this rabbit hole because we're going to talk about the best teams next.
Yeah.
But we'll just save it. Go ahead.
Okay. That's really all I have to say about that. My coach of the year is Billy Donovan. You got...
I got Monty Williams.
You Monty Williams?
JB Bickerstaff is the first one on the list, respectively. So
I'll put Bickerstaff 2 for me.
But right now I got Monty Williams.
Okay.
Monty Williams for sure.
So let's talk now about the best player in the NBA, and then we'll get into the best team in the NBA.
Man.
Best player in the NBA as of right now. This is a little different than MVP, obviously, because you wouldn't say DeMar's the best player.
No.
So... Who do you use the best player in the NBA? To me, it's pretty damn straightforward, obvious, clear-cut, definitive best player in the NBA. He's been the best player in the NBA for a minute now.
Giannis?
Of course.
You think it's Giannis?
Of course. Name a better two-way player than him right now. And it is deeper than two-way. Mm-hmm. He's just as efficient.
His game is evolving for sure.
Yeah, and how old is he, 28?
20, no, he's younger than that. I think he just turned 27.
I think he's 27 going on 28, but
he'll be 28 in December. I know that. I know his birthday is in December.
What it is?
Yeah, I think he just turned 27.
He did just turn 27.
Yeah.
If this guy retired right now, he already has a Hall of Fame resume.
I mean, he's the top. He's already made top 75.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. He's probably top 5 power forward.
He might go down as the best power forward of all time.
Yeah, he'll be right there with Tim Duncan. If he wins it this year, he's probably him and Duncan are 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
Absolutely. He's better than Dirk.
Dirk is my all-time favorite power forward, but Dirk, Carl, oh my god, I can't think of his name. KG.
Oh, he's better than KG already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. KG.
Love the big ticket, but he's already better than him. He's more versatile than him.
Not Elgin Baylor. Is it Elgin Baylor I'm thinking of?
No, Elgin Baylor
not
played
Elgin.
It too.
I'm thinking. Hold on. I think of a Nick, but I don't think he's a Nick either.
To my Kevin McHale.
Thank you, Kevin McHale.
He's better than him.
Yes, that's what I'm saying though. But especially if he wins right now. But no, Giannis the best player in the NBA right now. I don't think it's even close. I think he's better than KD. I think he's better than LeBron. I think he's better than
when
Jokic.
I think when healthy, the best player in the league is Kevin Durant.
Okay.
That's because like he can do whatever, whenever he wants on the court. Like he was a toe tap away last year from going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah. And more likely going to the finals because they would have beat the Hawks.
They would have.
Now Giannis has definitely got the monkey off his back. That playoff run last year proved it. You can see how comfortable he's playing this year. Even like he's not like the Bucks in general, which is kind of worried me a little bit because like defending champs, they kind of like coast throughout the season no matter what.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
They're gonna be a top 4 seed. But you can tell like he's very confident in his team, what they can do. He's confident in himself now.
They've missed some games. Giannis, Drew, Chris.
Yeah, even though he's still in the humble wave, like he knows what he's capable of. He knows he can do whatever he wants on the court as well. So that's very dangerous.
Yeah, the awesome thing is, do you think Giannis is the best player in the game?
I think it's KD.
You think it's KD? I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah, KD.
Okay.
KD.
Just wanted to confirm. I mean, Giannis would finish number 2. I know I said this earlier. Jokic right now, if the season ended today, would finish number 1 all time in single season PER. Giannis would finish number 2 all time in single season PER, 32.3. Giannis through the first 49 games of the season is averaging 29.4, 11.2, 6 assists a game, shooting 54% from the field, 31% from deep. But the last 20 games, like, so since the new calendar year, he's averaging 32, 11, 6.5, 57%, shooting 36% from three. This man's just different.
And keep in mind,
yeah, he's a back-to-back MVP, or two-time MVP, Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. He's two-time MVP.
So he won a back-to-back.
He won back-to-back, and then Jokic won.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Finals MVP, 50 points in a closeout game.
50 Nuggets.
50. He
50
dominated.
Of them. And you can make a really good case for him, man. But I have to go with KD because I know I'm looking at matchups. KD's had the better of the matchup, you know what I'm saying? And I like KD to bust anybody in the league, like, when it comes down to it.
But I think Giannis can hold. Like, I mean, look, nobody's stopping KD technically, but Giannis would be the closest
KD was
thing
feeding him last year.
I get it, but
Giannis was on the ropes.
That was without Harden and Kyrie on the floor at the same time.
Yeah, he was feeding it, and that's when Harden was not Harden, but Giannis was on the ropes last year. Like, it took a couple plays from Drew Holiday.
Weren't they down 2-0 early in that series? I think the Nets got up 2-0 early before they fell.
Yeah, they were.
So.
They were. It took a couple of heroics by Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton.
Yep, because the Bucks were getting blown out those first two games.
And it was as you remember this play exactly. I don't know if you remember. I remember watching this at home. It was like I want to say game 3 or game 2 whenever they lost.
Yeah.
Chris Middleton was driving to the basket and he did a dump off to Giannis Antetokounmpo and he dropped the ball. It would have been a go ahead bucket to put him up by 1. He dropped the ball, turnover, and I remember looking at the game. I was like, bro, he's never going to get over this hump.
You were thinking that.
In that moment, I was like, he's never going to get over this hump, bro. He can't. He's thinking too hard. Like, and after that, of course, he got in his bag. But like at that point in time, bro, I was like, this dude is never going to figure this out because that was the most simplest dump off pass I've ever seen. He literally just lost the ball.
Yeah, I don't remember that play specifically.
I'll show it to you after the podcast.
Vividly.
Yeah,
definitely.
It was at the crazy. I was like, bro, like what? But after that, bro, like he just went on a tear, and he's definitely the most dominant player in the league by far.
Easily.
He's definitely the most dominant player. Probably the most dominant player we've seen at the position. At the big man position, quote unquote, since Shaq.
He's a big man. He is a big man.
Yeah.
But he might be the most dominant, like just pure physical player since like prime LeBron. Like
I think he's more dominant than like his presence.
His presence, I don't even. I wouldn't even say his presence because LeBron's presence in his absolute peak prime is everywhere too. You know what I'm saying? Passing and dunking and shooting and.
I'm talking about the overall like being the big man position, like
Giannis and Shaq.
Yeah, Giannis and Shaq. Like no one can check him at the 4. I mean, LeBron, if he's on his A game and he's healthy, maybe. We haven't really seen too much of Kawhi. Well, we did see Kawhi and Giannis that one series in
2019.
Yeah, but it was more so a group effort by the Toronto Raptors rather than Kawhi. Yeah, they had a lot of bigs, and they can clog up the paint. Serge Ibaka, Marc Gasol.
Thank you. I couldn't think of his name.
Yeah. Spicy P. Yeah. So that's like 3-4 guys that can really do anything with the big. But anyways, 1-on-1, bro, he's killing his matchup. Like Draymond can't hold him. Anthony Davis sure as hell can't hold him anymore, and that's just done.
Embiid really can't hold him.
Embiid can't hold him anymore.
And Giannis wins those matchups.
Yeah. Like, the only one that can really hold him is probably Kawhi and LeBron when LeBron's healthy. I mean, playing actual defense. Yeah. But, that's probably my best player in the NBA right now. Oh, no, KD is, but Giannis is second.
Giannis second for you. KD's second for me.
If I had to name my top 5, it would be KD, Giannis. 3 would probably be... I gotta give this Steph, and then 4 would be Joel, and then 5 would be DeMar. Right now,
best player or MVP?
Best player in the league, like top 5.
You would say DeMar's a top 5 player in the NBA
right now? Absolutely. Right now, he's playing like a top 5 player. Absolutely. That's a hot take.
I'm not giving DeMar DeRozan anywhere. Bro. I'm not even letting him sniff top 5, respectfully.
Top 5 for sure.
Name me top 5.
Name me top 5 right now.
I wouldn't even say in a particular order, but
I forgot about Jokic. My bad.
Hold on. I will also just define it like just Giannis, KD, LeBron, Steph.
LeBron's not a top 5 player no more.
Yes, he is. He still is. Yes, he is. Yes,
that little LeBron.
I am not the biggest LeBron fan, but I will.
That little streak of him scoring like 21 in it was cool. It was cute, but like, bro, like
LeBron is still a top 5 player in this game. Yes, he is. That's just look. As much as I like talk down on LeBron, like jokingly, he's still a top 5 player.
Is he having a better season than DeMar DeRozan right now?
Hell no.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I'm talking about right now.
Oh, okay, but
he's outside looking in.
If you told me like, I'm starting a team to build with. I'm not talking
about that. Bro, I'm talking about right now. Like as of February 25th, right now, DeMar DeRozan is having a better season than LeBron, which makes him the better player this season.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
As of February 25th, 2022, DeMar DeRozan is currently having the better season than LeBron. That doesn't mean he's a better player than LeBron. He's not. LeBron's a better player than DeMar by far. By far. Didn't LeBron sun this man for God knows how long in Toronto?
I'm talking about right now, today, man. I'm not talking about like overall like career in the last 5 years or something. I'm talking about like right now, like
maybe I'm smoking, but I swear
I don't have LeBron in my top 5 players anymore, bro. Like I can throw in a lot of guys over. Well, I can't really throw in a lot, but I forgot to put in Jokic, so I'll probably drop DeMar down.
I didn't think I even had Embiid in there. I didn't have Embiid or Jokic in there.
So I have KD, Giannis, Steph, Joel,
DeMar, or
Jokic, and then I put DeMar, and then LeBron.
Okay, and mine's Giannis, KD, LeBron, Steph, Joker, Embiid, but I'd probably put Joker, but DeMar. Wow. Okay. I was not expecting that.
Yes, he's playing like a top 5 player right now. If he wins the MVP this season, would he not be a top 5 player in today's game right now?
Russell Westbrook won the MVP in 2016.
And you can make an argument that back in 2016, he was playing like a top 5 player.
I disagree.
Yes.
I disagree.
Bro, you're crazy.
Okay, I want to ask you this really quickly because I saw this come up on Basketball Forever the other day.
Yeah.
All at the absolute peak of their prime, start, bench, cut. Mm-hmm. Okay, Dame, Kyrie, Russ, go.
Peak of their prime?
Peak, like absolute peak of their game, peak of their prime.
I'm starting Kyrie.
Okay.
Man, I love scoring, man. I love efficiency. So I'm benching Dame and I'm cutting Russ.
No matter what, you're cutting Russ.
I just like the way he plays. I don't like the way even at his prime, like it took a lot.
Inefficient.
Yeah, he's inefficient, man. It took a lot for that shit to go down. I mean,
thank you.
And I'm not even a Russ hater, but like,
I am.
Me and my friends have an inside joke about his little slogan, "Why not, bro?" And when he does dumb shit, I just say, "Why not?" Because like, he's just like, no, I'm starting Kyrie. I'm benching Dame, and
cutting Russ.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm starting Dame, benching Kyrie, cutting Russ. But no, prime Dame to me is got a little. He's just always played in Portland. He never played with LeBron. He never played with Tatum or JB, which Kyrie didn't do anything with.
I can't fault Kyrie. I can't fault him for what he's played with. He didn't ask for LeBron to come. Now I could say him leaving to go to Boston was okay. You can say that, but
what about with KD in Brooklyn?
That too.
He's had his issues.
He asked for KD for sure. And then stuff like that, but like, bro, Kyrie had a conversation. He had me thinking that he was better than Steph at one point.
Bro, people gonna constantly, don't get me wrong, that Game 7 shot, but Dame been the coldest player in the league since 2012. Man. Dame is tell me just a straight bucket
Dame is cold, but
Dame is the best, like, just straight bucket getter.
You know what's crazy? I remember people were saying that Dame was the best point guard in the league, like during that whole the season when Steph was out because of his broken hand. He went to the bubble and he started doing those Dame shots from like the half court line.
Look what he was doing in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but like Dame's definitely number 2.
I can respect
like
that.
A point guard, but like I'm talking about overall, like I'm taking Kyrie in his prime because Kyrie in his prime.
I take Dame in his prime, like just. It's not like it's so far apart. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just.
I got a question. I know we're going off the rail right now.
No, you good.
This is good podcasting. Do you believe that Dame should have been in the top 75?
No.
Okay, I agree.
No. Oh, but it's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
So okay, but
it's not his fault. But like, I just don't like
if T-Mac's not in it, if Dwight Howard's not in it.
Yeah, bro.
Dame ain't in it.
That's all. That like. Guys, like I think Kyrie should have been in that list. I think Klay Thompson should have been in there. I think definitely Dwight.
Kyrie's debatable. Klay, yes. Not Kyrie's not definitive.
He's more definitive than Damian Lillard.
I mean, yeah, but I didn't say Damian should be in it.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I'm just saying in general, like, I
got you.
Yeah, but definitely Dwight guy. I can't believe Dwight guy.
That was ridiculous. Dwight was the biggest.
If Melo could make it, Dwight damn sure, man. I love Melo, but Dwight's had a better career.
How many finals has Melo led his team to? That's right. That's what I thought. 0.
None.
Right.
I don't even think Melo has any accolades.
Mel's never even been to a finals.
He doesn't even have like any serious accolades outside of gold medals and scoring champion.
Yeah.
Like Dwight has won Defensive Player of the Year. He's been in MVP conversations. He's led his team to the playoffs. I mean, not playoffs, my bad. To the finals. Yeah. He's had the 1 seed multiple times with Orlando Magic. So I keep spraying shit on my
You good, bro. You good.
I was even want to get it on you, but
no, you good.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, that's disrespectful not to have Dwight in there, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. But all right, man. So we got the best player in the NBA out of the way. You said KD, I say Giannis. Who's the best team in the NBA right now? Who would you put your money on to make the NBA Finals as of right now? And we're assuming all health.
All health?
All health. We're assuming
100% healthy.
100% healthy right now. Who would win the chip? If, we'll say playoffs started today or whatever.
100% healthy. I'm thinking about lineups. I'm thinking about like team. I have to say the Golden State Warriors. 100% healthy. That's a fair guess. They have the best point guard in the league. They have probably the second best shooter in the league.
Didn't realize Chris Paul played for the Golden State Warriors.
You think Chris Paul?
I'm playing.
Start with me, Brett. But anyways, they have an all-star in Wiggins who can go
Mickey Mouse all-star.
Can go for like 10 one game and give you 25 the next. I don't know, but they have arguably the best defensive player in the league in Draymond Green, and they have a young big man in James Wiseman when he gets healthy. Then their bench, they have a lot of scoring. They have Jordan Poole, who's in the conversation for most improved.
Toscano.
They have he's not going to really get benched. He's not going to get playoff minutes, in my opinion. I'm thinking about you got Gary Payton, who's been a steal this year. You have D. Lee to hit the threes. Otto Porter Jr. has been another steal this year.
He has. You still got
Jonathan Kuminga. He's unbelievable in my opinion right now. And I'm looking at how they stack up. I think the second best team would probably be, if healthy, would be the Nets. Because, like, bro, when healthy, that team is dangerous, bro. Like,
I'm not buying it.
You got Ben Simmons being whatever he can be, along with Kyrie. Kyrie's amazing. KD is the best player in the world, in my opinion. You got Andre Drummond, who's easily a 14 and 15 type of guy. Then you have Seth Curry, a great shooter. Patty Mills, another good shooter, scorer. You got Claxton, stuff like that. But outside of those teams, I mean, yeah, the defending champions, they're pretty good, but I think when healthy, I think the Nets can beat them. I think they can.
I think the Nets can beat anybody in the NBA. I think the Nets should beat anybody in the NBA. I don't have them getting out of the East.
Yeah, understandable, because they're not.
Honestly, I don't even think the Nets make the Eastern Conference Finals.
I wouldn't. Yeah, obviously, if they can't stay healthy, no, for sure. No,
but I'm saying, like, even I'm assuming all health across the board for all.
Okay.
teams.
Yeah.
I still probably wouldn't put my money right now on the Nets making the Eastern Conference Finals. Granted, I haven't seen Harden play with the Sixers yet. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen Simmons play with the Nets yet. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. But the reason I'm not buying into the Nets is because, I mean, we discussed this when the Harden trade went down, when we were talking about it live when it happened. Mm-hmm. The 76ers won that trade in my eyes. You thought the Nets won that trade. That's fine. But I just don't believe in Ben Simmons. Like, disregarding the fact that he can space the floor with KD and Seth and Andre in the middle and Harris and Kyrie. Like, no, bro. I don't believe in Ben Simmons. But that's
don't let the
narrative.
Don't let the narrative kill it, man. That's a multi-time all-star, bro. He's like that.
No, he is. I agree. But is he going to be able to play in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll see. The best team in the NBA is the Milwaukee Bucks because they have the best player in the NBA. Mm-hmm. They have a former two-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. They have a finals MVP, a Coach of the Year in Budenholzer. Been there, done that. Chris Middleton is a closer. He proved it last year. Drew Holiday is a phenomenal player. Hopefully they get Brook Lopez back. That's still kind of up in the air. We'll see.
I think
that was a big pickup with Serge Ibaka. Wait, was it? Yeah, it was Serge Ibaka they got in that trade.
They got Serge, yeah.
When they gave away DiVincenzo and Rodney Hood. Mm-hmm. Big pickup for Serge Ibaka, one of the best catch and shoot 3-point bigs in the NBA right now.
And also still a great solid defender and a rebounder.
In the paint, you still got Greg Monroe coming off the bench. Pat Connaughton's been very solid this year. We talk about Bobby Portis. Man's been balling this year, man. For real. So, I trust Giannis. I think he's got the intensity. I think he's got the mindset. Yeah, they might be 36-24 right now. They might be on their little championship cruise. This Bucks team's going to get it together because nobody's talking about them in the East. Everyone's talking about Chicago, Brooklyn, Philly, Miami. Nobody's talking about Milwaukee. They're winning it right now. They are the best team in the NBA. That's just my thoughts on it.
I do agree with that statement because in a 7-game series, as of right now, from what I've seen, even with both teams being healthy, like I don't think the Warriors can beat them in a 7-game series. They don't match up well against them.
They would dominate the paint.
I still believe the Warriors are the best team, but I think the Suns, like, you got to make an argument for the Suns being the best team in the NBA, but I think they would get destroyed by them again too.
They would, yeah.
Like, I don't think there's not a lot of teams outside of maybe the Memphis Grizzlies that can really like keep up with them, only because of their pace and how hard they play on a consistent basis. But like I feel like everybody else, man, like it's gonna be tough, like, man.
Bias aside, Utah would actually match match.
Oh yeah,
well with but I mean, the odds of even Utah and the Bucks making the finals
could have been
like
last year.
Matchup, it could have been,
yeah.
But I'm saying, like, because I've also, you just look at it on paper, like those teams match up really well together. But also, the last couple of seasons, like the Jazz and the Bucks have gone back and forth in the regular season. They've been neck and neck. The Jazz have actually won more of those games, if I'm not mistaken.
We've been getting our ass kicked by the Bucks in the regular season the last few years.
But I mean, the Bucks are like that. They are the best team in the NBA, in my opinion.
We don't match up well against them.
And the thing is, like, even if y'all want to talk about the 76ers, who, like I said, I think won that trade, like, Giannis dominates Embiid in these head-to-head matchups. Now, granted, they've never matched up in the playoffs, Embiid and Giannis, but Giannis is 6-4 in those regular season games in which they've played. Giannis, in those games, averages 33, 14, 7, 1.5 steals, and 1.7 blocks on Joel in those games.
What's Joel average?
28, 11, or 28, 12, 5, 1,
so Joel's still getting his.
He's still getting his, but all those numbers are down compared to Giannis's, except for the blocks, which is at 1.9 in comparison to Giannis's 1.7. Yeah. Otherwise, Giannis dominates Embiid on every other, facet of the game when they match up. But also, when you watch a lot of those games, Giannis isn't on Joel that often.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Joel's not on Giannis that often.
I was about to say that.
They really don't match up, but granted, it's still a head-to-head match.
Yeah, I was about to say that last game I watched them play, they didn't touch each other at all in that fourth quarter.
That one was in Milwaukee, or was that one in Philly? They were wearing the blue jerseys.
The 76ers won that one, too.
They did, but was that one in Philly?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it must have been. It was right before the break. It was right before
Philly
the break.
Won. Philly was wearing blue. The Bucks were wearing white.
Yep. Okay, it was the same game then. I couldn't remember where that game was at. But, all right, so best team in the NBA to use the Warriors, best team in the NBA to me is the Bucks. Now let's go on to Kyrie Irving, the New York City Mayors, possibly going to be lifting the vaccine mandate, which would be a big step up for Kyrie Irving, being able to be a full-time participant for the first time this season with the Brooklyn Nets. What do you make of this news that's potentially probably going to happen in these next couple of weeks? And also, what does this mean for the rest of the NBA with Kyrie Irving?
When I saw that news, I thought about you automatically. I was like, yeah, he probably in this bitch fighting and scratching and screaming.
Brett James somewhere punching the air right now.
Brett was over here punching everything, bro. He's upset. But anyways, I think this is very good for the Nets. They're about to be having their full-time player. Kyrie's been playing very well in these marginal games as well, in my opinion. Got to get KD healthy, nurse that sprained knee, and I think it's very good for the Nets. They have a long way to fight. Though I think what are the Nets right now? I think they're like 8 seed.
They're 8 seed.
So they're looking at the play-in right now.
They had that 11-game losing streak.
Yeah. So they're looking at the play-in game right now.
They'll be fine once KD gets back.
Yeah. Now it just sucks because in the play-in game, anything can happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You lose one, you out. Unless you're the 8th seed, you get to play again. But if they just got to stay within the 7th and 8th seed. They're not going to lose twice, I don't think. So they can just get into that playing game or even just win these next few. I mean, the Raptors are 7 right now. The Boston Celtics are 6. I think they can at least get to 6 right now. They just got to get healthy with KD, man. But
do you think that this makes them the favorites in the East? If we're assuming Kyrie's a full-time participant.
Am I assuming that KD's healthy too?
We're assuming everyone's healthy.
No, because of the chemistry. Chemistry matters,
So what about that big boy Ben Simmons who's just gassing up?
I think it's very beneficial, but it's hard. Like we saw,
help him. I think.
Yeah, it definitely would. But like, I think it'd be a better addition than it was for James Harden. Even like when it comes to consistency and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I know that Nets team was like 13 and 3. Where all of them playing together, but I think they have a better record. I think they will. Only because like this is why I say this, right? Well, why I said the chemistry won't be good because we saw what the Clippers when they first assembled Paul George and Kawhi.
Yeah.
You know, like the reason why they didn't make a deep run in the bubble, the reason why they were struggling throughout the season because they didn't play enough games together. Then they played like less than like 20 games with their core together.
The bubble guppy Jamal Murray came out and
went dumb
to the world. Yeah.
Yeah, he would draw 50 on them.
They were 3-1 lead. Twice.
Yeah. So then the year before last year we saw them a cohesive group and how very well talented they were, and they handled the Dallas Mavericks. And Paul George still got them. Handled the Jazz. Paul George still got to the Western Conference Finals without Kawhi. You know, so
then they get injured this year.
Yeah, exactly. So when it comes down to chemistry, bro, like I was another thing. I was watching this I was watching this interview with Steph Curry on the Knuckleheads podcast. He was talking about when they first got in KD on how like the chemistry was not on point. Like they were struggling the first few games, and everybody was like, "Man, I don't think it's gonna work." But actually, games got played. They sat down. You know what I'm saying? They worked out their kinks, but you know they went on to win 2 championships. But like it's nice putting these hero teams together, but it's chemistry, man. We saw what the big 3 with the Heat. Like they didn't win it the first year because there wasn't enough chemistry. Like they didn't feel it. Did
they lose to Jason Terry that first year?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, and they damn near lost to the. No, they didn't damn near lose. No, they almost lost in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Boston Celtics before LeBron before LeBron went crazy. In that crazy game, he had that look in his eye. Yeah, that one in Boston. But anyways, so like chemistry wise, no, they're not gonna make it to the, like you said, they're not gonna make it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I don't think they're making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. But like I said, that more so just has to do with me more so Ben Simmons. He's a phenomenal player. He's a great talented player. But I'm just, it's not even a narrative driven thing. It's so blatantly obvious.
That what?
There's a difference between not being able to shoot and not willing to shoot.
So what do you think it is for him? He can't shoot?
No, he doesn't want to shoot. I saw this. I had the receipts last year on TikTok. This was before the playoffs even started. This was like because remember the Sixers were a 1 seed last season. Mm-hmm. I had said this was probably like in April or May before the playoffs had started. Mm-hmm. I had a video. I was like, I'm like, the Hawks are a number 4 seed right now. Mm-hmm. I'm like, if they make the second round,
I remember the video.
Yeah. And I'm like, the Sixers don't want to see them. The Hawks could win that series in like 6 or 7 games because they got shooters everywhere. Yeah. And then like I came back to that video and I was like, I got the receipts and stuff because Ben Simmons is a liability. Let's just keep it real. Like Doc Rivers was benching this man.
Yeah, but Doc Rivers
benching this man.
But we've seen Ben Simmons with, who was the coach before Doc Rivers?
Brett Brown.
We've seen him with Brett Brown and how they utilized him. And, of course, he had more ISO scores around him, essentially, with Jimmy Butler and stuff like that. Yeah. And he had a great shooter in JJ Redick. But still, like, Ben Simmons was playing, like, at a very, very high level. And,
he was.
I think they made it as far as
the semifinals before they got shot out by that Game 7.
By the Toronto Raptors.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Before they went to the conference finals.
And if you Fred VanVleet was on the Draymond Green's podcast, and he said that series against the 76ers was one of the hardest series he ever played in his life. He said they just had so many bodies. Ben Simmons was playing excellent basketball. Jimmy Butler, Joel, he said that trio was unbelievable. So he's done it before, you know what I'm saying? Now, like, I don't think Doc Rivers really coached him. Well, I don't really think Doc Rivers is really good with certain. If they don't fit his scheme, he's not gonna work to make them fit his scheme. Doc Rivers is a very decorative head coach. You know, he's been around the league a long time. He's coached Hall of Famers. But if you don't fit his scheme, you're done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like we saw with like Blake Griffin, like he really didn't fit the Clippers scheme. He couldn't stay healthy.
He traded him to Detroit.
He got traded. You know what I'm saying? So same thing with Ben Simmons. Like I think Ben Simmons. I don't think he's scared to score. I just think that from what we saw last, like Doc Rivers probably told his ass, don't shoot the ball. We've seen this man literally come up court, give the ball to Steph Curry. He goes to the wing and just chill and let Steph Curry run the offense. Yeah. Like, tells me right there, like they did nothing.
And that's what Seth
they did nothing.
Kyrie are going to be doing in Brooklyn now.
No, bro, there's no way Steve Nash. And I told you, I said the reason why this is going to work because Steve Nash was in the Warriors facility and he saw how Steve Kerr used Draymond Green. You can use Ben Simmons the exact same way, and Ben Simmons is a better scorer. He's a more athletic player.
Yes,
he's just as good as a defender at his position.
Way better passer, way better handles.
I wouldn't say better passer. Playmaking. I think they're even because of playmaking. Because Draymond probably one of the best passing bigs in the league outside of Jokic.
I mean, Ben. Okay, it's fine.
But handle, yes, like get into his spots and stuff like that. Yes. So this is why I think it can work because I think he's gonna go to a coach that's willing to adapt to his game. Doc Rivers was not willing to adapt. That's why the narrative about Ben Simmons right now is that he's considered not a good player anymore.
So let's say he has a very similar playoff type performance that he did last season. What's the
then the writing's on the wall. He is what he is. He's
been this way. He's never improved since he's been in the league. Let's just keep this a buck. Like, offensively, he's never.
Yeah, but offensively, but like, I think
he is what he is to me.
Yeah, I get you, and hopefully he can change the narrative because I think he's a very good player, and I think he has the potential to be like a Magic Johnson type, and essentially, maybe not accolade wise, but like player, like just they called him the Prince for a reason because he was compared to LeBron coming out. Like he's the closest thing
he should be LeBron
we've seen to LeBron. Yeah, to be honest, without the scoring, because but like I think Ben Simmons like he has to get that form together, man. And once shots start falling, like we don't need him to hit threes. We need you to get a consistent mid-range and not be... Now, I tell you one thing he is scared about, going to the free throw line.
He's not even going to shoot mid-range or free throw.
Yeah, he's scared to go to the free throw line by far. We saw last year, he didn't even want to go up strong against Trae Young. Like he passed out of it to give him to Joel before he can go up.
It was Thibault.
Thibault. Like he doesn't want to shoot free throws. Now that is definite. And it's like that for a lot of players in the league. A lot of players are afraid to go to the free throw line. We saw with Dwight Howard in years. So, yeah.
But I think, just to kind of wrap that up, Kyrie's going to do his thing. He's going to be a full-time person. Kyrie's going to be Kyrie. I mean, he's going to be...
Yeah.
I'm not worried about him. Like I said, my issue with the Nets is just the Ben Simmons thing. But I do want to make it clear, and I'm going to say this right now. If the Nets and the Sixers match up in the playoffs, first of all, wow, what a storyline that would be. But also, Sixers are winning that series.
I saw
Sixers are winning that
Richard
series.
Jefferson said... No, Danny Green said that he believes when they play that... One, he doesn't think that Ben Simmons will play because he doesn't like playing in the Wells Fargo Center.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That crowd, if the Sixers, which they would probably have home court advantage in that series, that wins 6 or 7 games, and you hear Ben Simmons getting booed every time that man touches the ball.
See, this is when you as a player
is gonna go after
as a player, bro. You really gotta check that shit out, man. Not saying that you, of course. I'm just saying in general. Like Ben Simmons, like if you're that mentally soft, you shouldn't be in the league, bro. Look, we saw what LeBron had to go through and he had to go back home to Cleveland. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
this honestly could be worse, though.
It probably is going to be worse
than Philly.
Or just as bad.
Yeah, because LeBron didn't do what Ben Simmons did to Philly.
Yeah, LeBron just left because he knew he wasn't going to the championship.
Exactly.
There. Ben essentially didn't want to play anymore and it felt like quit on his team.
He felt like he was lying about a lot of the stuff, too. I'm not going to call out his mental health because that's a touchy subject.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, like, it felt like as soon as he got traded to Brooklyn, it was like, oh, I'm happy.
Yeah. We all know he wanted to get out of the situation.
Of course. That's why it just felt sus.
Yeah, for sure.
That's just my thoughts on it, though.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, do you want to just kind of wrap that up, finish your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Kyrie coming in is going to be very beneficial, but I don't think the league should be worried.
No, I don't think so.
Because, like I said, the cohesiveness and the chemistry, it's not going to be enough, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we've yet to see a team be constructed outside of the Warriors, but a super team put together to win anything meaningful on year one.
Yeah.
It's just hard to happen, man.
Yeah, we'll see. But let's kind of wrap this up talking about the All-Star weekend.
I forgot about that almost.
Yeah. I won't lie. That weekend I was very busy with work and some other stuff I had going on, but I didn't see the 3-point contest. I didn't see the dunk contest. I did watch the All-Star game because my boy Rudy Gobert was in it. Donovan Mitchell obviously was out, so that kind of broke my heart with that respiratory illness. Hope you're good, Donovan.
Mm-hmm.
The All-Star game I thought was great. Like it, normally is. And the NBA All-Star game is so much better than the NFL Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl's a joke. But I just want to say about the dunk contest and the 3-point contest, even though I didn't watch, I only saw highlights and clips here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that was so boring, so bad. So many missed dunks, so many missed opportunities. I love my boy Cole Anthony. Go Magic, but I mean, that was just horrible. I didn't see a single good dunk in that dunk contest. Like, seriously.
I think one of the best ones was when Juan Toscano Anderson jumped over that player and kind of like did like a windmill a little bit.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, none of that, like, was like, that was like one, like, there was no dunk in that dunk contest that stood out.
It was one of the worst dunk contests we've seen in a very, very long time. Probably like
the worst I've ever seen, at least.
I can't really pinpoint the years, really, but like it was a pretty bad dunk contest. Yeah, and it comes. My God, I didn't want to cut you off.
No, you good. I mean, that's just my thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was bad because one, a lot of players are not going to participate in it anymore. Like, it has to be some type of incentive now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys are supposedly not Showtime dunkers, which I find it really hard to believe. Like, I know guys like Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins were Showtime dunkers, but guys like Kobe Bryant. I mean, Kobe was a great dunker, but like you guys can dunk. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to be like LeBron, Vince Carter.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to be Vince Carter, but I'm asking you to go out there.
Y'all can dunk.
Yeah. I mean, like, those are Showtime guys, but like Kobe was a solid dunker, you know. Blake Griffin was just he had a lot of bounce for his height. Yeah. But like,
real quick, speaking of Dominique Wilkins.
Oh, you met him?
Yes, sir.
How long ago was that?
I was like 17 at the time.
That's what's up.
I'll tell that story another time.
But shout out to Dominique, man.
Yeah,
he's getting a lot of love from NBA fans now since in recent history, it seems like. But definitely probably the better Hawk of all time. But anyways, I mean, just probably got to give these players more incentives for them to participate, and also like the judging, bro. It has to be like you. I think that Dwayne Wade shit when he let Jones win, it kind of really blew like a.
It made guys not want to like.
Yeah, I mean, because obviously Blake Griffin was a better dunker over what was his name? Jones for his name. Derek Jones Jr.
But he robbed Aaron Gordon.
I'm saying he robbed Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon should have won it that year again.
But he got robbed twice.
Yeah, he got robbed twice. So like you're like when players see that, they're not going to want to like participate in that. You know, Donovan Mitchell was in it one time. I don't know if he'll ever be in it again.
He was in it one time, but he won it. Yeah, when he was in it in 2018. But the thing is, he actually was putting on great dunks in that contest too. Like that wasn't some shabby weak dunk contest either. Like he was actually putting up like really nice dunks too. But imagine like if we had a lineup, like perfect scenario, like Miles Bridges, John Morant, Anthony Edwards, and like Donovan Mitchell. Could you imagine that dunk contest?
That'd be crazy.
And I'm not even, like I said, I'm not gonna throw Zach and AG in it because they've served their time. I'll respect it. I'll leave that in the past. But like, oh my god, I'd probably have Bridges winning that.
I'll probably have Ja winning it, bro.
Ja get up there too,
hang. That's what he's 6'3" with hang time, so like him doing that shit is probably gonna blow a lot of people's mind.
Almost Morant.
Yeah, bro. Like, but I think with the emphasis, I think the NBA is gonna like kind of beg these players like, hey, please. Like, I even thought Obi Toppin was gonna be pretty good. He did awful. Like
horrible.
Collectively.
What idea says, let me go between my legs, kiss it off the backboard, and dunk? Like, what?
Yeah, no creativity. Like, and then you had, shout out to my boy Juan T. I honestly didn't think he should have been in the dunk contest anyways. I think he only got in because of the JaVale McGee dunk. He dunked on one like a few days after Christmas, but that was before the Christmas game. But anyways, like he tried to do like tried to pay homage to Jason Richardson, and he couldn't even get above the rim for real, bro. Like he just
don't disrespect Jason Richardson. Like
he just don't have no hang time, bro. That's another thing about dunkers, bro. You gotta have hang time. I'd love to see Zion in the dunk contest too, man. Like I think he'll be another high flyer. Like.
If he can even stay on the court.
If he can, what else?
He's a bust, by the way.
I already talked about it. I saw your video. He's not a bust. He's not a bust.
You're a bust. The best ability is availability.
Yes, but he's not a bust.
Damn, how many hot takes do I got today? Golly,
he's not a bust. I've been spitting today. And I'm gonna say why he's not a bust because, you know, you give players at least about 3 to 4 years to really see how they are. In year 2, he was an all-star and he was averaging 27 a game.
Did he make the all-star game?
Yeah, he made all-star game.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did I forget?
Yeah.
Yo,
but on that bust talk, he was an all-star.
He's still a bust.
No, he's not an all-star. He's an all-star.
82 games has he played? 80 games, I think. In 3 seasons, he's played like 80 games.
Yeah, so I mean, like I was saying, like you give players at least 3 to 4 years to really find out if they're going to be good or not.
Man, that boy was an all-star.
Yes, and he was averaging 27 a game. And before he got hurt, the Pelicans were like the 8th seed.
Boy, bust.
No, he's not, bro. You just saying it because you see Ja Morant doing all these magnificent things. Rightfully so.
That draft class was weak as hell. 2019 was weak as hell. That
Who's
draft
in that class? I forgot, honestly.
Zion, Ja, and Tyler Hero. That's it. Everyone else in that class is weak. Look up that draft class right now.
Really?
Yeah. But after that, we'll transition into like the actual All-Star game and then, kind of wrap that up.
Darius Garland, RJ Barrett, bro. Come on, man.
RJ Barrett, who? Okay, I forgot about Garland. There we go.
DeAndre Hunter's a great player. He's a solid player when healthy. He has potential. Rui Hachimura, we don't know about him yet. He's still finding his way. Cam Reddish, Thibodeau, he sucks.
Okay, so we agree.
Matisse Thybulle, come on, dog. Like, who else? Dog, Jordan Poole.
That class not weak. Tell me that class is. That's a strong class to you, though?
It's not strong, but like it has potential.
That's a weak ass.
So
class.
Right now, we already have 3 All-Stars from this class.
Well, you got one bust. You got a superstar.
No, he's not a bust, bro. How is he a bust? He's an All-Star.
Okay.
In year 2.
Okay.
John didn't become an All-Star till year 3.
Dog, do you trust Zion at his age to even play till he's 30?
He's like, what, 20?
He's 21.
Yes.
No, I don't.
Yes.
No.
Bro, it's recency bias, bro. We cannot let this one season.
One?
Yes,
how many injuries does this man have to go through? From a torn meniscus to foot surgery.
Joel missed the first 3 seasons of his career.
Hey, Joel's a different breed.
No,
you know
we can't say that about Zion. Was Joel an All-Star in year 2?
Yes. Oh, no.
He didn't play.
He didn't play. I thought you were saying like his second year
okay, that's what I'm saying.
League,
but like
he missed literally his first 2 seasons.
I know it was a long time ago, but in year 3 of Joel Embiid,
he played like 50 games.
Did anybody think he could be this way?
Probably not this way.
We didn't even know we didn't know nothing about him. Right? We didn't know nothing.
Just some guy coming out of Kansas, like, yeah.
Exactly. We knew nothing about him. Right? Okay. So I'm just saying, like, we've already seen what could happen with Zion.
Joel had injuries.
Huh?
Joel had injuries. Joel wasn't a fat, gumbo eating.
Zion has a bad foot, okay? And this weight thing is pretty scary. It is. But still, like, he's going to be all right, man. Like, give him...
Does Zion rely upon his athleticism to be dominant?
Yeah.
Is he overweight?
As of right now, to my knowledge, to what everybody's saying, yes.
He gained 36 pounds since entering the league.
Okay, but he can cut weight. He can come back.
What makes you think he can cut weight?
Bro, he's in the NBA.
Okay.
You think he's gonna let him play obese? No, hell no, bro. He's gonna be on a weight pro.
You were sitting here talking like, bro, he's in the NBA. He can cut weight if he wants. Then why hasn't he?
He's nursing a foot. Now I don't know. I don't know the man's the person. Like, he might be going through depression. I don't know.
LeBron tears two torn meniscus.
Okay, LeBron spent about $1 million on his body, so that's different.
Why ain't Zion? Zion got money.
You think LeBron was spending that much money on his body in year 3?
Okay, 2003 currency is different from 2002.
But still, like, no. Now, I do believe, bro. I just can't call him out. Give me 3 to 4 more years, and I say, okay, yeah, he's a bust, bro. But he's an all-star in year 2.
He can literally play 30. He can play 50 games next year. I'll give him the benefit of that. 50 games next year, I'll still say he's a bust.
So if he comes out,
if he's coming out averaging 25, 8, 8 next year, but he plays 50 games, he's a bust. Because you're not. Yes, I'm saying it. Because he can't stay healthy.
Nah, he ain't a bust. He just can't stay healthy.
So you're a bust.
That's not...
Buddy, I would rather have all bias aside. I'm just using this as a frame of reference.
I got you.
Franz, Jalen Suggs, Markelle Fultz, Cole Anthony, Jai, legitimate cornerstone building blocks to a franchise who have proven that they can build a franchise together with. None of those guys are Zion.
Okay.
None of them.
Hold on.
But if they play 75 games a year compared to a guy, I don't know if he's going to play 50 or I don't know if he even play 60.
Okay, outside of Derrick Rose's MVP season, right? Is he a bust?
No.
Huh?
No, but he's not a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
He's always just been a solid NBA player because, ACL derailed him.
I got you, for sure. I'm just wondering because, like, injuries messed him up too. But anyways, like, the thing is, Steph Curry was the same way. He dealt with ankle injuries before he became Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
But Steph Curry does not rely upon his athleticism.
But
he's not a fat gumbo eating POS.
No, bro. All I gotta say is, bro, injuries are going to happen for a lot of these young guys, man. But they got to find their way. He's already an all-star.
I don't know how
I think he made like an NBA team too, if I'm not mistaken.
Hell no, he did not. No way.
I think he did.
If this man made all NBA third team,
let me see. No, he did not. He was an all-star and an all-rookie first team. Okay. So, yeah.
So he is a bust. You agree?
No, he's not a bust. You're just saying that because of Ja's third year, man. You don't think if he can get healthy, he has the potential to be something like what Ja's doing. He already did it.
What was the key word you said? If?
Yes, I said if he can get this foot thing under control and he can lose his weight, cause he's gonna lose the weight, bro. Like he's not gonna come out there and looking like fucking like obese. Like he's gonna lose the weight. He's gonna lose the weight, bro. And I don't think he's that big.
319. He should be blocking for Trevor Lawrence right now.
I don't even think he's that big. I think everybody's blowing out of proportion.
319?
I don't think who said he's 319? Is it a legit source?
You got a phone? You got a phone, boy?
You got a laptop? Did someone in that camp say, yes, Zion Williamson's 319?
He's 284 entering the league. He's 319 right now. Zion Williamson, wait. 317, my bad. 317. God forbid.
What was he playing at last year? Do you know?
No, but I'm going to look up Cam Robinson's weight, the left tackle for the Jags, and compare that. Cam Robinson's 320. He should be playing left tackle for the Jags right now. That's what should be happening, dog. Come on.
He definitely has to go on a better diet, man. But
not happening.
You playing like that at 319, boy? You a refrigerator, boy. Goddamn. Anyways, man.
Sitting on the bench.
All I gotta say is he's not a bust.
He's a bust. It's all good though. We'll kind of end up on that, but good talks today, man. We disagreed, I think, on almost everything except for Sixth Man of the Year.
Yeah,
I think everything like none of this is scripted. This is all just like, hey, like, you know, we come in, we like, hey, let's talk about this, and man, like, we got some really good topics in here today. Had some funny combos. I mean, look, honestly, I was spitting today. I honestly was. Let's just keep this real. But I mean, you had some moments. You definitely did. But
I don't even remember your moments. I have to listen back to it.
Yeah. We'll definitely go back and listen to this too, though. But another great episode 6 of the Don't Overthink It podcast. Darian, ChillTakes, you know, we'll be getting back in here sooner than later, probably these next couple of days, getting the podcast out for y'all next week. Hopefully by Thursday or Friday, if all things still go according to plan. Thank you guys so much for being patient with us. Like I said, just, you know, life stuff, we're busy, you know. But any last words you want to say before we wrap up the show today?
No, it was another great episode, man. It was fun chopping up with my boy BJ. Great content per usual. I love the podding, man. Like, I love the conversation, I love the dialogue. I'm pretty sure a lot of our listeners do too. So thank y'all for listening. And like he said at the beginning, man, big things on the way. So.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got a lot of big stuff coming on the way with the podcast. Coming along possibly with a TikTok channel. I wanted to save that to the end. As well, like I said, some graphics, you know, some things coming personally with my YouTube channel as well. I'm Brett James. All the links will be in the description for my YouTube channel. My Instagram, my Twitter is the same thing here with ChillTakes as well for TikTok and on Instagram as well. But thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Don't Overthink It podcast. And we'll catch you guys next week.